we have Dark Fluid. Now, Dark Fluid's a very good deck. It does take a lot knowing how for the combos to go out, but basically, you get extra damage bonus if you have a Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Pendulum, either in the graveyard or now updated in the Spell and Trap Zone. So, how are we going to do that? Well, we're always going to have access to our Deeplex Chimera, part of the combo line, our Cyberus Integrator, which you will synchro into, and then make your Integrator, obviously reviving back, one of your monsters to link off with the Dark Fluid with. Yeah, so these work out really well. And then the Xyz Dragon you get via the skill, so that's something that you could potentially do with this. But very consistent, good farming deck. The downside is, however, you do have to work a little bit harder because you have to manually do these duels. But it's very rewarding for the price, for the points you get. Also, playing 3 United We Stand because you can boost up Dark Fluid, and then Dark Fluid can get even bigger and deal with one Orthos, 3 Kepler, 1 Savant Thomas, 3 Gate, 1 Swamp King, and 2 Carter Soul. Extra deck, why is there no 9th extra deck in here? But it doesn't really matter anyway. But we run into Guest Hiking Alexander to make our Orthos and our Mini Genghis. This allows us to make our Gust King to get the Synchro boost. Then we run our fusions, our Genghises, our Exceeds, our Galaxy Package, and our Ding and our Coach King if we need to draw. And then for our Synchro, obviously the Gust, like I said before. And then you also get the Pendulum bonus. So very, very good. You can either auto duel with something like this, and then you can even decide, hey, maybe I want to cut out the Ancients entirely. I wouldn't, because like I said, in an auto duel situation, I would kind of play it like this. And then you could maybe throw Ding in the extra deck, your Twin Burst, and whatever not. Alright. So ideally you want to open up your Riot Dragon.
That's it for now. But you won't like what I
so we can skill, because we have a Firewall card in hand. Always skill. We'll go Melody. We're not going to need Garden in the hand, so we can discard it. Add 2 Riot Dragons. Now we'll activate our Silent Mining. Discard to add our Rom Cloudia. Why Rom Cloudia? Because when we pop this in hand, we get to summon out our Debug out of the deck. Which is why you play Ride this Dragon to begin with. So we're going to go Debug. Debug effect. Add the Armored Bitron. Then we will go Bitron. Bitron effect. Summon out our Defender. We will link 1 into Bale.
I special summon a monster. Come out. I create my circuit. I activate my monster.
We'll trigger both Bale and Defender here, searching our Sanctuary, summoning our Guardian. Now, at this point, we can make our Cyberus Wicked.
Summon a monster. Come on.
Now, since we have DDR in hand, we can DDR.
From my hand, I activate an equipment.
Note if you did not have DDR in hand, make sure you don't summon Debug in the middle. But because we do, we're fine here. So now we trigger our Wicked, banish our Debug, search our Sage. Now we will link 2 into our Cyber Switch.
Create the ultimate circuit. Appear. Firewall Guardian's effect. Act Firewall
Trigger
Guardian.
Witch.
I activate
Banish.
Witch's effect.
Add our Magician and one of our ritual spells here. Now we will trigger Witch effect. Summoning our Armored Bitron. And then we will link 3 into Decode Talker.
I special summon a monster. Create the ultimate circuit. Appear.
Okay, now at this point we can use Signet Ritual.
I activate my ritual spell. Signet ritual.
Get rid of Riot Dragon.
All right. I ritual summon a monster. I activate my
Now we can
monster's
banish, because we don't need this anymore. We don't need the extra link material. So here we'll fusion off into our Duplexer Chimera.
fusion summon.
Make our Cyber Disintegrator.
I know what to do. I tune my monsters together.
Sage will add back our Signet Ritual. And then Integrator will go ahead and draw us a card and summon back the Sage. Okay. Now at this point we have room to do whatever we want to accomplish. So at this point we can make our Dark Fluid. But before we do that, we're going to do this first.
Create the ultimate circuit. Link 2.
We will draw a card.
I activate
Now
my
we can
monster's
make Dark
effect.
Fluid if we want to. Do it this way, we can. Or what we can do is we can go roll back first.
From my hand, I activate a quick
Now if we
play
want to get a
spell.
fusion in play, we absolutely can. So we will do that here. But we already do. Well, actually, we should have gotten Firewall Dragon in play, but it doesn't really make a difference. So we're going to treat Honey Bodies with one material. And then place our Dark Fluid.
Here's the fire.
Because I forgot, yeah, we already have the fusion in play.
Link 5. Firewall
Now we
dragon
get
Dark
4
Fluid
counters
fuses
because we have a Fusion Engrave, a Synchro, an Exceed, and we have, yeah, Fusion, Synchro, Exceed. Yep. And a Link for Dark Fluid. Not Link, Ritual. Yeah. So now we're going to activate our Signet Ritual.
I activate my ritual spell.
And here we will sacrifice the other Ride in hand.
These two swords break the barrier. Arrive up.
Now at this point you can resolve whatever copies of United We Stand have in the hand.
I activate an equip spell. From my hand,
If you don't have this card, don't worry about it.
activate an equip spell.
I'll show you one other card you can play.
Battle. Attack, Cyber. Go, Cyber Precision. Outbreak.
And here do massive damage. Yeah, that's insane for one hit. Okay, so if you don't have this card, you could either not play it at all. Or, what we can do is you can play this instead. This is a weird card, but... if you have this card, you can play this. Twin Swords of Revealing Light Trice. Basically, you send one card to the end of the graveyard, equip it to a monster. Oh wait, you don't even see it. Hold on. Yeah, so where am I? Give me 1 second. Yeah. So, Twin Swords of Revealing Light Trice. This card here on my left. Send one card from the end of the graveyard to equip this to a monster, but it can make a second attack during the battle phase, so it can allow you Dark Fluid to attack. So, yeah. Those are 3 really good decks that you can use in the event to farm it out. Even if you're free to play and you don't spend money and you're saying, what do I do in this event? Well, use that Blue Eyes deck I showed off. A lot of the free structure deck gives you a lot of those cards that you may already have. And like I said before, if you have access to Dark Fluid, this is also, you get, I believe you still have the 1 free structure deck. I might be wrong, but Dark Fluid is also in a structure deck. So if you have it, you can make a free-to-fear version. You don't need the Riot Dragon necessarily if you don't have Riot. Just play it with 1 Cyber Switch. If you went through 1 box one of that set, well, you're going to naturally get Cyber Switch. You can probably play it without Cyber Switch and just play like a, well, yeah, with like a Paladin and a Storm Dragon line. Let me take a look at that structure deck really quick to see. Just so that way you guys have the info. Alright, so we go to decks. We go down to... ah, here it is. Here it is. I just saw it. Signet Raging. Okay. So in this deck you get... well, we already know Dark Fluid's free, so that's irrelevant. You do get Paladin Storm Dragon, so you can replace this. That's probably fine. You get the Rom Cloudiet. If you did go 1 run through the Boral Box, obviously don't go into it now, but if you went 1 run through it already and you have your 2 riots and you have, or even 1 riot and 1 of your cyber switch, your cyber, whatever it is, sage, you're already good. And does this deck give you Deep Elixir Chimera? It does not. So you would still need like 1 Deep Elixir Chimera. But other than that, you are good to go. So, yeah. That's my video on how to farm the event. Duel Links has been quiet. We are streaming Duel Links tonight. So tonight we are going to finish Shadow the Khan. That's happening. Pocket is also happening as well. Tomorrow probably a Pocket stream. So, yeah. There's a lot of Duel Links content on the horizon. Don't worry, I have not left Duel Links yet. So, I have not left Duel Links. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, sub. Until next time, your boy Showmatry signing out. Peace. Bye, YouTube.